Good afternoon, dear students. Proceeding to our next topic, that is prevention and management of common lifestyle diseases. In modern age, almost everyone is indulged in sedentary lifestyle. No healthy eating habits, and regular physical activities are there. Remote control and vehicles are used in abundance instead of manual work and walking. Such lifestyle creates many diseases like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, back pain, and asthma. Such diseases are called common lifestyle diseases. These are one of the primary cause of death. WHO is alarmed by the increasing number of such patients. These are preventable and manageable diseases. You can cure these diseases. So these diseases are preventable and manageable. Can be reduced by changes in diet, lifestyle, and environment. So, proceeding further, first we will discuss about obesity. Nowadays, obesity has become an enormous as well as a fatal health problem. This problem is not only seen in India but it's prevalent in the other countries also. Even in the United States of America. 1 out of 3 adults and 1 out of 5 children and teenagers are facing the problem of obesity. In India, we witness a similar situation. Majority of people since childhood fall prey to obesity in most of the countries of the world. In fact, obesity is that condition of the body in which the amount of fat increases to extreme levels. In other words, obesity can be defined as the condition when an individual weighs 20% more than the ideal weight. An adult with a BMI more than or equal to 30, then the ideal BMI is usually considered to be obese. In case of obesity, the body weight of the individual is always more in comparison to health. Considering the number of health risks associated with obesity, it has been declared a disease. It has been observed that obese person usually fall prey to diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, arthritis, flat foot, respiratory problems, varicose veins, liver malfunction, etc. Generally, the question arises, what should be the ideal body weight of an individual who is obese and who is not? Different methods are used in different countries to know if an individual is obese. According to the first method, just by observing, it can be inferred whether he or she is obese or not. But this method cannot be considered a right method. This is not a right method to determine if an individual is obese, because the opinion about the shape of the body changes with the passage of time. For example, chubbiness used to be liked by people in young years or youngsters, whereas being slim and trim is appreciated nowadays everywhere. According to the second method, if an individual's body weight is more in proportion to his height, the individual will be overweight or obese. But this method cannot be accepted as the best method. The third method is a more scientific method. In this method, the body of percentage is calculated. If the body fat percentage of a person is more than the required level, he or she may be considered obese. In this, the most accurate method to determine obesity, but it is not easy to apply this method. In comparison to other methods, the weight and height chart is still preferred to determine obesity because it is easily available, cost effective, and easy to use. Another method to check obesity is using BMI, body mass index. If you want to know your body mass index, then divide your body weight in kgs by your height in meter square. So, for measuring the body mass index, the formula of measuring body mass index is height in kgs divided by height into height in square, height in meter square. The WHO criteria for weighing for overweight and obesity by BMI is if a person is having 18.5 BMI, so that person is considered obesity class 1. That is, it is underweight, and the normal BMI is 18.5 to 24.9, and the category is obesity class 2. For normal weight, it's 25 to 29.9, and for obesity class 1 it is 30 to 34.9, and obesity class 2 35 to 39.9, and for obesity class 3 it's 40 or more than 40. So this is the BMI chart which WHO characterized it, and it is the criteria of WHO for overweight and obesity by BMI. So this is all about obesity and how you can measure obesity, that the person is which kind of obesity 1, 2, 3, like that stage. Now we will discuss some more points about obesity. It is the excess accumulation of fats resulting increased body weight. Non-consumed fat of the body yet deposited under the skin areas like abdomen, waist, chest, shoulders and legs. It leads to many health risks like loss of physical efficiency, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, arthritis, and respiratory problems. Due to so many health risks, occurred by the obesity, it is declared as diseased. Now, obesity, various general method to know who is obese. First is appearance. You can see with your naked eyes that the person is obese or not. His or her body shape will clearly tells you about the obesity. Next is body weight is more in proportion to height. And next is body fat percent is calculated if body fat percent is more than the requirement, he or she is obese. Out of these three methods, height and weight chart is more preferred as it is easily available. As I have already told you, it is easily available, it is cheap and easy to use. So this is body mass index. Now I will show you the picture. Body mass index is equal to weight in kgs upon height into height in meters. And the criteria, it's starting from underweight to obesity class 3. And the normal BMI is 18.5 to 24.9. Now, prevention of obesity through exercises and diet control. Two types of preventive measures for obesity which are directly related to sports or exercise and lifestyle management. First is exercise related to preventive measures, and the diet is also related to preventive measure. First is regular physical exercise. Children need an hour of moderate to vigorous exercises daily to prevent obesity. Exercises taken can be aerobic, jogging, running, cycling, etc. To play game and sports regularly. Regular games and sports prevents obesity. Children should play games like football, basketball, hockey, etc. for at least 1 hour daily. It should be regular, feminine for whole lifespan. Weight training exercises. The research studies indicate that weight training programs for children are safe and effective for preventing and curing obesity. If supervised properly, it is safe and effective. Earlier, it used to be considered harmful for children as it put stress on joints. Now next is resistance exercise. These exercises are prevent obesity, improves muscular strength, strength of tendons and strength of bones of children. For these exercises, focus should be on the technique and number of repetition. So, the number of repetitions must be 12 to 16 rather than the amount of weight. Yogic exercises. Yogic exercises helps in preventing and curing obesity. Research has shown that stress and tension tend to increase weight. Pranayam and meditative asanas help in releasing the stress, thus preventing and curing obesity, whereas other asanas helps in making the body flexible and healthy. Now we will discuss the next topic. Next preventive measure is diet. Avoid fatty food. Fats are having maximum number of calories. The extra calories which are not consumed by the body are accumulated in the body as fat. Next is avoid junk and fast foods. The junk and fast food like pizza, burger, chips, chocolates and cold drinks consist of high calories. Intake of such foods leads to obesity. So we should avoid junk food or fast food. Next is avoid overeating. Overeating leads to intake of excess calories than what is required by our body. These extra calories are more than accumulated in the body as fat. So we should avoid overeating. Next, don't eat frequently. Eating frequently leads to taking in extra calories. So we should avoid eating frequently. Avoid rich carbohydrates food. Carbohydrates are necessary part of our daily diet, but food like sugar, rice, potatoes, sweets should be avoided. Next, don't skip meal. Skipping meal increases hunger and it results in greater food consumption in the next meal. So try to eat regularly. Don't skip the meal. Next is take low calorie diet. Low calorie diet with special essential constituents are and nutrients should be taken. Next is avoid alcohol, smoking and drugs. Alcohol is directly absorbed from the stomach in the blood streams and easily stored as fat. Similarly, smoking and drugs leads to obesity. Next, balancing the intake and consumption of calories. Intake of excess calories resulting in accumulation of fat. Less intake and more consumption of calories result in loss of weight. When intake and consumption of calories is same, it keeps your body weight constant. It is concluded that both the measure, that is exercise and diet related measures, are required to prevent and cure obesity. Now this is all about the prevention of obesity. Now we will talk about the management of obesity. Consists mainly of dieting and physical exercises. Diet programs are good for short period because you cannot follow the diet program not more than 1 month, because it is psychologically it will gives you adverse effect. So diet programs are good, but for shorter period. Weight is reduced by taking low fat, low carbohydrates, low calories diet. Aerobic exercises like walking, running, cycling, dancing, etc. reduces body fat. Exercise 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week is necessary. Anti-obesity medicines. These medicines should be taken under doctor's guidance and generally has many side effects. So we should avoid taking anti-obesity medicines. If the person is taking, so it should be consulted or doctor's guidance only. Surgery called bariatric or weight loss surgery recommended for individual having BMI over 40. Size of intestine is reduced, which reduces the food absorption. Liposuction. So these are the management of obesity. Now we will talk about diabetes. Insulin in our body controls the level of sugar in blood. When body does not produce sufficient amount of insulin, or where insulin does not work properly, diabetes occur. People with obesity are prone to diabetes. Common symptoms of diabetes are feeling of tiredness, need of urinate frequently, numbness in hands and feet, blurred vision, excessive weight gain or weight loss, unhealing of wounds. And diabetes is also two types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1, no insulin is produced by pancreas, rare type of diabetes, and daily insulin injected is required for treatment. And in type 2, sufficient amount of insulin is not produced, insulin produced is not used properly, and frequent type of diabetes. So these are the two types of diabetes. Now some more information about diabetes. Diabetes is really very dangerous condition. If diabetes is not controlled, it can be lead to renal failure, loss of vision, amputation of limbs, and cardiovascular diseases. Diabetes is such a disorder that is causes sugar to build up in our bloodstream instead of being used by the cells in our body. In our bodies. In fact, our body uses a hormone like insulin to control the level of sugar in our blood. When our body does not produce sufficient amount of insulin, or when insulin does not work properly, diabetes occurs. There are two types of diabetes, as I have already explained you, type 1 and type 2. In type 1 diabetes, the pancreatic glands does not produce insulin. Hence, injection of insulin is required daily for its treatment. In type 2 diabetes, the body does not produce sufficient amount of insulin hormone, or the hormone is produced sufficiently but it is not used properly by the body, there are frequent cases of type 2 diabetes, whereas the cases of type 1 diabetes are rare. The feeling of tiredness, urge to urinate frequently, numbness in hands and feet, blurred vision, excessive weight gain or weight loss, unhealing wounds. These symptoms I have already explained you, so I will give you just brief of it, are common symptoms of diabetes. People with obesity usually fall prey to diabetes. Diabetes can be prevented or cured by doing some asanas or yogic practices. Yogic practices will help in reducing diabetes. So, first is we will discuss about the prevention of diabetes. First is regular exercise. Regular exercise can reduce the sugar level in blood. It also improves the production of insulin and strengthen the heart. Regular exercise of 60 minutes per day can prevent and manage type 2 diabetes. Second, maintain a healthy weight. One should maintain a BMI 18.5 between 18.5 to 25. Hence, intake of calories should be monitored according to the consumption of calories. So you should take care of the calories which are necessary, which are required for the body, not take over calories or not take more calories. So the maintain of body weight is important. Reduce the intake of saturated fat. Intake of saturated fat is more amount lead to obesity, which in turn makes a person diabetic prone. Avoid rich carbohydrates food. Digestive system breaks down carbohydrate into sugar, which is absorbed in the blood, thus raising the sugar level in the blood. Next, eat healthy food. Vegetables, fruits and fiber rich whole grain helps in preventing diabetes. More vibrantly colored fruits and vegetables like spinach, carrot, peaches, berries have more nutrients and help in prevention of diabetes. Whole grain like oatmeal, barley, brown rice, whole wheat, corn, etc. should be included in the diet. Eat small proportion of meals. Take small meals every 2 or 3 hours instead of being big meal, as it will raise the blood sugar level high. It will also prevent blood sugar level going below normal. Now we will talk about the management. Eat balanced diet. For type 2 diabetes patient should consult dietitian for proper diet to keep their body sugar level within the normal range. Regular exercise. Regular exercise program can improve blood sugar, decrease the risk of heart diseases. The exercise should include aerobic and moderate and resistance training. Maintain a healthy weight. One should maintain a healthy weight which will have a positive effect on blood sugar control. Next is have plenty of sleep. 6 to 8 hours sleep will provide required rest of the body and keeps the body stress free. Next, manage stress. Stress is one of the reason for disorder of blood sugar level. Next, take regular medicine. Type 2 diabetes can be tackled by healthy diet and regular exercise in initial stage. In advanced stage, regular medicine is required in form of tablets and insulin injections. So this is all about the management of diabetes. That's all for the day, and thank you and have a nice day.